What's up, M2M fans? Welcome to our weekly NBA recap. I'm going to go first with a minute on the clock. This week in the NBA, I watched the Miami Heat and the Dallas Mavericks, the two teams that I called out last week, begin to improve. Both teams strung together some wins and are moving up in the standings in their respective conferences. I'm going to focus a little bit more on the West now. I think the Jazz and the Lakers obviously are the class of the West, both on huge win streaks again. The Jazz have a 6-game win streak and the Lakers have a 7-game win streak. Both teams playing very good, cohesive basketball, and obviously both teams have the talent to get to a championship. But a team I wanted to focus on in the West was the Phoenix Suns. I think the Phoenix Suns but beat the Milwaukee Bucks this week in a nail biter, and they have some potential to be a threat in the West. Chris Paul is obviously a very great facilitator, but Devin Booker hasn't even played up to his potential yet. We saw what he can do in the bubble, so let's not forget about Phoenix as we move on in this NBA season. That's going to be it for my NBA Weekly Recap. I'm going to pass it on to Gabe now.
What's going on, guys? Over the last week, a lot of interesting stuff happened around the NBA, but what I'm going to focus on is the Eastern Conference because a lot of interesting stuff specifically happened in the Eastern Conference. So let's talk about the Bulls first. The Bulls management said that no one is untouchable, including, of course, Zach LaVine, who has a lot of rumors going on around about him, which is insane to think about, that a guy puts up 27, 5-5, and he's not untouchable. We're not an extreme trade package. It doesn't seem like they value him that much. Moving on to the Hornets, LaMelo Ball has had an uprising like no other this year, but Terry Rozier just had 41 points and made 9 threes, so he might want his starting job back. We'll have to see what happens with that. Moving on to another team of interest, the Atlanta Hawks. They have a lot going on. They just got severely blown out by the Spurs. They were down by 40 in the second quarter and the 30s in the third quarter. They only got it back close because of garbage time. And they want to trade John Collins, but I think they should trade Clint Capella because they want Onyeka Okongwu to be their future. And that's it.
If you like this video, please consider subscribing to our channel, the M2M Network, for more sports and entertainment content.